Welcome back, everyone. We are so glad to be back.
It's been so long since we've seen you, but we are so glad to be back doing PC Kids Online. It's gonna be amazing. We have some new stuff coming up.
New stuff,
yeah.
New format,
yeah.
New special friends, new place of filming. Look at these cool lights. This is gonna be the greatest thing ever to watch, even better than Paw Patrol, I promise.
Even better. Well, today we are starting a new series called Famous. It's gonna be talking all about the life of King David and his family, because they are kind of like the most famous royal family in the Bible. We're gonna be taking a look at their lives, getting the inside scoop on what happened with them, and learning as well what we can learn about being famous.
Guys, also, top secret news, in the past couple weeks while we've been off getting everything ready, I also became famous.
You became famous.
I am famous. If you haven't seen me, I am viral, as the children say.
Anything, Pastor Ryan.
No, I am famous. I currently hold the world record for the most marshmallows shoved in my mouth all at the same time without dying.
That is amazing.
Yes.
You know what? I actually happen to have some marshmallows, like just right here.
It's okay. You don't need to.
Why don't you show us?
No, you
why
don't
don't you show us, kids at home? You guys want to see? Pastor Ryan's going to show us.
It's
you have
fine.
The world record, right? How many is the world record?
Like a lot.
A lot. Okay.
A lot.
Okay. Let me get the marshmallows.
You don't need to worry about it.
Live on camera. Pastor Ryan's going to show us why he's so famous.
Just believe me.
No. We need to see this. It's going to be amazing. Give me 1 second.
Guys, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
Here we go.
I didn't lie about this.
Giant marshmallows. All right, let's see how many you can put in your mouth.
Why are these so hard?
They're a little bit stale, but
see, these aren't regulation. These aren't regulation.
No. That's not how it works. Come on, let's see. One. Okay. Two. Let's try and that's so gross. Come on.
Yeah.
Pastor Ryan, that's 2 marshmallows.
Yeah. The world record before was only 1.
Listen,
I did 2.
I hate to say this, but
I'm
don't believe you. Pastor Ryan, why would you lie about being famous? Why would you do that?
Because I want to be so famous. I want the paparazzi. The paparazzi to be taking pictures of me.
Right, I get it. I know.
I want bajillions of dollars.
Cool.
You know how many V-Bucks I could buy with a bajillion of dollars?
A lot.
Like
a lot
10.
Of money.
10 V-Bucks.
But listen, we don't have to lie. It's okay. You don't have to lie. But you know what? We all actually make mistakes sometimes, right?
Yes.
We all do. But it's what we do after we make a mistake that matters.
I want to be famous. Okay. I'm sorry.
Please
forgive me for being a liar. These are so sticky.
We forgive you, right, kids at home? We forgive you, Pastor Ryan. We know everybody wants to be famous, but we don't have to lie. So I think that right now we need to take a look at a message from our friends, Carl and Andy.
Yes.
Right?
That's the new part. We met these 2 new guys. They're awesome. They're named Carl and Andy, and they are going to be helping us out every single week for our video. So why don't we go take a look, see what they have to teach us today?
Yeah, let's take a look.
I gotta go wash my mouth. Marshmallows are gross.
Hey there, y'all. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick question for you, though. Have you ever wanted to be famous? That's a silly question. Of course everyone wants to be famous. You get free food, everyone likes you, free food, your life is perfect, you get to be on TV, and guess what? Free food. I mean, living the life of a famous person, that's the way to go. And that's why this month, we ain't gonna just talk about being famous. We're gonna become famous. Well, me, but y'all are gonna come along for the ride. Now, the first step is the hardest part, become famous. How am I gonna do that? Well, let's think. There's a couple famous people out there. I could look at what they did to become famous, then I could pick one of those things, so I could do those things. That thing. All right, let's see. We got LeBron James. He became famous by doing basketball. That's too easy. There's Iron Man. He got famous by being a genius that saved the world. Boring. Man, I wish I could just find someone. Ah! I found it! I found it! You see, this gentleman videotaped himself dancing, and boom, he got 900 million views. And he got famous just for dancing? That's crazy. Wait, what if I did that? All I have to do is dance? That's genius. It's simple. This is gonna make me famous. I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
All right, I did it. I did a dance. Check it out. Now I'm gonna upload it and let's just hope for the best. Now I'll just give it some time and hopefully it'll go viral. But right now, I must prepare myself. Once I become famous, everything's gonna change. Everybody's eyes will be on me. There'll be no secrets, nowhere to hide. No mistakes. See, if I make a mistake, my reputation will forever be tainted. So I vow from here on out to never make a mistake.
Did someone say steak?
Huh? Who said that?
It's me, Andy. Did you say steak? Because I am starving.
Oh, no, I said mistake. Sorry.
Oh, bummer. All right, well, I think it's time for our story. Are you ready, Carl?
Sure am, but I'm gonna be watching some of these comments. People are loving this video.
Really?
Yep, someone said my dance moves looks like a three-legged dog trying to shake off water. That's good, right?
Yeah, totally. Anyway, kids, we have a very interesting story today. It starts all the way back in the Old Testament, 2 Samuel chapter 11 and 12 to be specific. You see, at this time, King David was the greatest king that Israel has ever had. He wasn't a shepherd anymore. He was a king, a warrior, and a lot of people admired him. But long story short, David made a terrible mistake. He started paying attention to a woman that wasn't his wife. Her name was Bathsheba, and she was married to a man named Uriah. And Uriah was an elite soldier in David's army. And while Uriah was away, David decided to spend time with Bathsheba. Yikes. Then Bathsheba found out she was going to be expecting a baby, and it was King David's. Now, instead of apologizing and making things right with Uriah, David sent Uriah to a place in the battle where he knew he would die. But during all of this drama, there was a prophet named Nathan. And a prophet is a person who is picked by God and God speaks to in order to spread messages. So when Nathan found out what David had done, he was very concerned and extremely upset. He decided to go to David and do something, and he started with a story. The story was about two men. One man who was very rich and had all the sheep he could ever want. The other man only had one small sheep, and he had raised it with his family all of his life. That sheep was all they had. Then one day the rich man came into town and was very hungry, and instead of using one of his sheep, he took the one and only sheep that the poor man had. Now when David heard this, he got angry that this rich man would take something that did not belong to him. He could not believe how terrible of a decision that rich man had made. But it was at that moment Nathan took a look at David and said, "You are that man, David." You see, David was just like that rich man. He took something, Bathsheba, that did not belong to him. David knew Bathsheba was married, but still decided to have a baby with her. And then, to make matters worse, he had Uriah killed. And it was at this moment David finally realized how terrible his decisions really were. And David felt truly sorry and admitted that he had sinned against God. And then came some hopeful news. Nathan looked back at David and told him that God had taken away his sin and he wasn't going to die. Now God had forgiven King David, but there would be consequences to David's actions. And it would be tough for him, and his sin would be remembered by a lot of people. Kind of like how we're still talking about it right now. But David knew that he had made a mistake and felt sorry for what he had done. And David was willing to make it right. So that's the takeaway for today. Always remember that we will make mistakes. Maybe not like King David's, but we will mess up. And when we make mistakes, we can make things right. Whoa, that is our big idea. Let's say hey to our new friend, O'Shea.
Thanks, Andy. All right, that was an awesome story. I think to remember what we learned, we should say the big idea out loud together. The big idea is when we make mistakes, we can make things right. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. When we make mistakes, we can make things right. Good job, guys. I don't know about you, but I'd love to check in and see what Carl's doing. Carl?
Hi, you wouldn't believe this, y'all. My video has like a crazy amount of views. You wanna know how many? Y'all ready for this? 13 views. Right? Isn't that incredible? Well, anyways, I'm gonna keep an eye on this. But take a good look, y'all, because this time next week, I'm gonna be famous. See y'all later.
Okay, I love Carl.
Carl is pretty
I need to
cool.
get pretty hair like him.
He might even be weirder than you.
That's
don't know.
impossible.
It's
I
a
am
close
the
race.
weirdest person in the entire world.
You might be. Well, today our big idea, like they said, is when we make mistakes, we can make things right, right? Earlier today, we
Wait.
made a little bit of a mistake.
Where was,
What?
you said the big idea,
The big idea.
and there's no, I want,
You
can
want
we
the
get
confetti?
cannons? I want the confetti cannons.
Confetti. The big idea.
I gotta get that in the
Right
budget.
here.
Right here.
When we make mistakes,
Confetti.
we can make things right.
Yes.
Remember earlier today you made a little bit of a mistake.
Yes, I lied.
You
I'm
told
sorry
a lie,
again. Don't lie,
and
kids.
Today we learned a story about King David, and he made a big mistake, right? He was actually unfaithful to his wife and was spending time with another woman.
That's
but
not
he
good.
actually repented, and he said, God, I'm so sorry for what I've done. I want to be forgiven. And God forgave him, right?
Yeah.
No matter what we do, big or small, God promises to forgive us when we mess up, right? It's inevitable. Every single person in the world makes mistakes.
Yeah.
But when we do make mistakes, we can ask God for forgiveness, and he promises to never stop loving us no matter what we do. As long as we ask him to forgive us, then we're good to go.
And it doesn't mean they're not consequences. Doesn't mean
right.
like we say, I'm sorry, and then it's just all good. Like sometimes we still get grounded. Sometimes like, you know, we still get things taken away from us. But it doesn't mean that God stops loving us.
Exactly.
God forgives us every single time.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this idea of consequences and like doing things wrong and like bad things happening. And so I thought of a really cool game.
Okay.
But we
I'm
have
a
to
little
go to the
nervous.
roof.
To the roof?
And we need Jenga and a giant balance beam of awesomeness.
Okay. All right. I'm going to trust you. I feel like this is going to be a good idea.
Something may or may not happen terribly.
Okay. Let's go.
Yay. All right, guys, so we are on the roof. We have our balance beam. We have Jenga. And this is extreme, super dangerous Jenga that should only be attempted by
Extreme
professionals.
Jenga. This is, oh my gosh.
Ah!
Pastor Ryan, you're already almost falling off.
Don't worry, I'm not, it's all good.
So the rules are we have to stay on the balance beam
Yeah.
the whole time,
Yeah.
and whoever knocks over the Jenga tower or falls off or both is
Yeah.
the loser.
All right,
And they have to spin the wheel.
I love it.
All right.
Wait,
so
the
get-
wheel?
Yeah,
Why
the
are we
wheel.
bringing that back? No.
No, the wheel unfortunate. The kids love it. We can't get rid of wheel unfortunate. Don't worry. You have good balance, right?
All right, are you ready?
All right. Okay,
Who's going first?
you go first.
Okay.
Oh my.
This is
I'm already
difficult.
falling. It's
Ah.
really wobbly. All right.
Okay.
You good? No problem. Easy peasy.
Oh,
That's right, you're shaking it.
I'm sorry, I'm a large person.
No. Oh no. A little dangerous.
I'm not built for this type of thing. My center of gravity is everywhere.
Did it. Ryan, don't make it fall. Wobbly. Stop shaking
I'm
it.
not. Okay.
It's doing it on purpose.
No, I'm not.
All right. Strategy. Strategy here.
Okay. This is difficult. I'm too tough. Stop, you're shaking.
I'm not shaking at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop!
Pastor Ryan! You're supposed to stay on the balance beam and not knock it over.
Oh!
All right, get up. Come on.
It
It's time to
hurts.
spin the wheel.
Don't
Let's
stop.
go. Well, that was very unfortunate already, but it's about to get even more unfortunate. Let's head back to the stage and spin the wheel. Find out what you are going to get to do today.
My pride.
Pastor Ryan, wheel unfortunate
You're on the
is
wrong side.
back. I'm
No.
so excited that I don't have to
won't.
spin the wheel today. It's going to be awesome.
I would have tried harder in that game if I knew that there's wheel unfortunate.
Always have wheel unfortunate, Pastor Ryan. Did you forget?
I don't want to do it.
Listen, we've got a brand new wheel filled with amazing things that you might have to do, right? Should we take a look?
Yeah.
All right, number one, we have own a turkey.
Like a gobble gobble turkey?
A gobble gobble turkey. We have to kind of figure out where we're gonna get that from, but you know, Thanksgiving's coming up, so I thought, why not?
Unfortunately, I have a turkey guy. I
Do
can
you-
get you a turkey.
See, I knew it.
His
I knew
name
it.
is Alfredo.
Alfredo. All right. Next up, we have pumpkin slime.
Why?
Delicious. I love pumpkins.
Like the guts of pumpkins?
Yes, the guts of pumpkins all over you.
Disgusting.
All right, next up we have the sidewalk runway. We're in our famous series, so one of us is going to have to dress up in an awesome costume and use the sidewalk as their runway in front of all of the neighbors in the city.
That's mortifying.
Yes,
That's
it's going to be pretty embarrassing. All right,
I cannot stand pumpkin spice. It's terrible.
Pumpkin spice. You know, I'm actually not a fan of pumpkin spice either. But in this one, someone's gonna have to become a pumpkin spice latte.
That's. Why is pumpkin?
It's just the season, all right? Next up, we have the paparazzi challenge, which means we're gonna have to find the worst photo in the world of you, and we're gonna post it on social media, on our Instagram, for everybody to see.
What? Or you?
So,
you don't know if I'm getting
you're
this
right,
one.
It could be me. It could be me. You never know.
There's no
All
bad
right.
photos of me. I'm too photogenic.
Right. And finally, we have pie in the face, which everybody knows how that goes. Pie, face,
Face, smushy.
smushy,
Lick it off your lips.
delicious. All right, Pastor Ryan, let's spin the wheel. Let's find out what glorious thing you get to do today for Wheel Unfortunate.
Why did we bring this back? I don't want to do anything.
No.
No.
Today,
fine.
we are doing the paparazzi challenge, which means we need to go find a terrible photo of Pastor Ryan. I'm sure there's one out there.
It's impossible.
And we are gonna show you guys what that looks like.
All right, I'll go look through my photo albums.
Well guys, that is it for episode 1 of our new series called Famous. We want you guys to comment down below right now and let us know if you could be famous, what would you want to be famous for? I think for me, I would want to be famous for dancing because I love dancing and I think that maybe one day I could be famous for it. Pastor Ryan, you're back. Did you find the photo?
It's terrible.
You found it?
I didn't think I could find a bad one.
No.
I sent it to the video person.
Okay, all right. Well, what does it look like?
Like this.
Pastor Ryan, that is ridiculous.
I know.
I'm so glad that we all got to see that.
We cannot post this all over social media.
We're gonna put it on Instagram.
How can I become?
Facebook.
Maybe I'll become famous for how ridiculous I look.
You're gonna become a meme, Pastor Ryan.
Instead of marshmallow fame, I will have silliness fame.
Maybe, just maybe.
That's even
Or
better.
people maybe will just laugh at it and
Maybe
move on
people
with
will
their
see it
lives.
and be like, he could be a model
Yeah,
for gloves
yeah, for sure.
or
All
for
right.
ring pops.
All right, Pastor Ryan. Well, we are gonna wrap up this episode.
For large hair.
I hope you guys had so much fun. Make sure you join us next week to watch episode 2 of our new series called Famous.
Famous. It's amazing. We love you guys. And I'm gonna become famous next week for something.
Maybe.
Licorice. That's
See
my
you
new
later,
idea.
guys.